In Unit 3, Part 2, we're going to be talking about subtracting integers. So we did adding integers in Part 1, we'll do subtracting integers in Part 2. Again, I copied and pasted this straight out of your textbook. If it helps you, great. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. I'll explain it as we go through it. There's really only one rule for subtracting integers, and that's right here, that to subtract integers, we're going to add its opposite. Once we rewrite it as addition, we then just use all the addition rules that we used in Part 1. So again, there's really only one step for subtraction, so then you have to apply everything we've already learned. So the directions say to find the difference. So the first thing I'm going to do is rewrite this as addition. So the first one stays the same, so keep the first one the same, and then it's change, change. So some people might have heard that before, keep, change, change. So I keep the first number the same, I change subtraction to addition, and then I change the second number, the sign of it. So it's originally positive 7, so I make it negative 7. So now we've rewritten this as addition, and then all my addition rules that we learned in Part 1 apply. So I have opposite signs, so I'm going to take the bigger number minus the smaller number, 7 minus 5, which is 2, and then I put the negative in front because the bigger number is negative. For number 2, I have 1 minus negative 8, so the first thing I need to do is write it as addition. So again, keep the first one, change subtraction to addition, and then change the sign of the second number. It was negative, so now it's positive, and then I'm just adding 1 plus 8, so I get positive 9. On number 3, we have negative 5 minus negative 17, so I keep the first one the same, I change subtraction to addition, I change the negative 17 to positive 17. Now I'm adding integers with different signs. So I take the bigger number 17 minus the smaller one 5. I wind up with 12. My bigger number is positive, so this stays positive 12. Alright, I'm going to leave 4, 5, and 6 for you guys. Make sure you check out the answer key when you come to class. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Going down, it says evaluate the expression when x equals negative 14 and y equals negative 3. So just like in Part 1, when we're evaluating, that means we're just plugging these numbers in for the variables. So the first one, I have x minus y, so I need to plug in negative 14 for x minus negative 3 for y. So now I need to rewrite this as addition. So keep the first one the same, change subtraction to addition, change the sign of the second one, so negative 3 becomes positive 3. Now I'm adding integers with different signs, so I do the bigger number, 14 minus the smaller number 3, and I get 11, and then I take the sign of the bigger one, so I take negative, this 14 is bigger. For number 2, I have 29 minus x, so I'm going to take 29, minus, I plug in negative 14 for x. Keep, change, change. Keep the first one the same, change subtraction to addition, change the negative 14 to positive 14. And now I'm just adding 2 positive integers, so I just get 43, just add them together. Number 3 and 4 I'm going to leave for you. I'm going to skip down to number 5 because we have 3 numbers now. So I plug in negative 14 for x. I have minus 4. I have minus 9. So now I have 3 integers instead of 2. I want to rewrite everything as addition first though. So I keep the negative 14. I change subtraction to addition. I change positive 4 to negative 4. Then I change again, change subtraction to addition, change positive 9 to negative 9. So now I'm adding 3 negative integers, so I know I can just add them all together, put a negative sign out front. So 14 plus 4 plus 9 is going to give me 27, and then everything's negative, so this stays negative. I'm going to leave 3, 4, and 6 for you guys. Again, check in with the answer key. Let me know if you have any questions. Moving on to the back side of this page, we have some word problems that involve addition and subtraction. So the first one says, find the change in temperature from negative 47 degrees Celsius to negative 38 degrees Celsius. So if we're finding the change in temperature, that means we're going to subtract. When we do this, we want to take the number we're at now, so we're at negative 38 right now, and subtract the number where we started. So negative 38 minus negative 47. I need to rewrite this as addition, so I keep the first one, change to addition, change from negative to positive. Now I need to subtract because I'm adding integers to two different signs. So I do 47 minus 38. When I do that, I'll get 9. My bigger number is positive, so this stays positive. Now, if you just think about it, if I'm going from negative 47 to negative 38, I am going up 9. If you think of a thermometer, negative 47 would be further down, negative 38 would be above, so I'm going up. For number 2, it says to write 3 different pairs of integers, each of which has a sum of negative 24. Okay, so you're going to write 3 different pairs that add up to negative 24. Right, and it's all got to be addition. So I'll give you one example. One example would be negative 20 plus negative 4. Okay, so I need you to come up with 3 more examples that add up to negative 24. If you look at the bottom of the page, review problems, those are always up to you, so do those on your own, and then check them with the answer key and ask me if you have any questions. All right, guys, that's it for Unit 3, Part 2.